Hello students, myself Hardik Patel from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In today's session, we are going to start with the chapter complex numbers, and first thing we are going to define is the introduction to the complex number. Okay, so first we are defining the complex number. Definition of a complex number. A number of the form z is equal to x plus iy is called a complex number where x and y belongs to r and I is under root of minus 1. Also, you can write down the complex number z in the form of ordered pair x comma y. Okay, that means the vector of I square can be written in the form of complex number. Here I is under root of minus 1. X is called the real part of z and it is denoted by REZ. That means x is the real part of z is equal to REZ. And y is called the imaginary part of z which is denoted by IMZ. And you can write down that y is equal to IP of z is equal to imaginary part of z. Okay? If x is 0 and y is not 0, then the given number is purely imaginary number because you have IY. Vice versa, if x is non-zero and y is 0, then the real number z is equal to x is going to be a real number. Okay, complex number is now the real number because y is 0. Then we have I is equal to minus 1, correct? So if you are writing I square, then I square is equal to minus 1. I is equal to root of minus 1, so I square will be minus 1. I cube will be I square into I, but I square is minus 1, so minus 1 into I, that is minus I. Same manner I raised to 4 is I square into I square, so minus 1 into minus 1, that will be a plus 1. Same manner if you are finding I raised to 5, then I raised to 4 into I, that will be a I. Then I raised to 6, that will be a I raised to 4 into I square, and that will be a minus 1, and continuing so on. That means if you have the even power of I, then it is either 1 or minus 1. And if you have odd power of I, then you have I or minus I. Correct? Now, a complex number z is equal to x plus iy also can be represented in the form of this ordered pair that we have already defined. Correct? So, since it is an ordered pair, so if we are defining the first, we are defining the zero complex number. Zero's complex number z is equal to x plus iy is said to be a zero complex number if and only if x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. That means basically z is equal to 0 plus 0i. Okay, x and y both are 0. Same manner, the conjugate of a complex number. The conjugate of a complex number z is equal to x plus iy is denoted by z bar and is defined as z bar is equal to x minus iy. That means the sign of imaginary part is going to be changed. Okay. Now two numbers x plus iy and x minus iy are said to be the complex conjugate of each other. Then suppose you have two complex numbers z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1, z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2, and if you have x1 is equal to x2 and y1 is equal to y2, then we said that z1 and z2 are equal. Okay. Remark, two complex numbers z1 is equal to x1 plus iy1 and z2 is equal to x2 plus iy2 cannot be compared. That is, z1 is less than z2 or z2 is greater than, z2 is less than z1. You cannot write down in this manner. This is not possible. Okay. Now, algebraic operations of complex number. That means addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. So, if z1 is x1 plus iy1, z2 is x2 plus iy2 are two complex numbers, then the addition z1 plus z2, that is x1 plus iy1 plus x2 plus iy2 is given by x1 plus x2 plus I into y1 plus y. That means real parts addition will be there plus I into imaginary parts addition is there. Same manner, if you have z1 minus z2, that means x1 plus iy1 minus x2 plus iy2. Then we have x1 minus x2 plus iy1 minus y2. That means subtraction of real part is there plus I into subtraction of imaginary part is there. Then we are going with a multiplication of a complex number. Suppose you have z1 into z2. That means x1 plus iy1 into x2 plus iy2. Then simple multiplication will be there. So you will have x1 into x2 plus I x1 y2 plus I y1 x2 plus I into I, that is I square y1 y2. But I square is minus 1, so you will have x1 x2 minus y1 y2 plus I into x1 y2 plus y2 y1 x2. Same manner, if you have to define the division, then first of all the condition is z2 is not equal to 0. That means x2 and y2 are not 0. Both are not 0 at a time. Secondly, we are multiplying with the conjugate of denominator. So if you are multiplying with conjugate of denominator, then you will have x1 plus iy1 into x2 minus iy2 upon x2 square minus I square y2 square, because this is a plus b, a minus b, that will be a square minus b square. But I square is nothing but it is minus 1. So if you are going to put the value of I square, then you will get minus minus plus. So in denominator you get x2 square plus y2 square. In numerator use simple multiplication. So x1 x2 minus I into x1 y2 plus I into y1 x2 minus I square into y1 y2. But I square is minus 1, so you will have x1 x2 plus y1 y2 plus I into y1 x2 minus x1 y2 divided by x2 square plus y2 square. Correct? And if you have to separate the real and imaginary parts, then you will have x1 x2 plus y1 y2 upon x2 square plus y2 square plus I into y1 x2 minus x1 y2 upon x2 square plus y2 square. Okay, this is the division. Now, since we are aware of z is equal to x plus iy, z1 is equal to x minus iy. So if you are going to add these two, then z plus z bar, that will be a x plus iy plus x minus iy. So iy will be cancelled out and you get 2x. So that will give x is equal to z plus z bar upon 2. Okay, so your real part of z is nothing but z plus z bar upon 2. Same manner, if you are finding z minus z bar, then you will get 2iy. And since you will get 2iy, so y will be nothing but it is z minus z bar upon 2i. So this one is your imaginary part. Done? Now, let z1 and z2 be two complex numbers. Then property z1 plus or minus z2 is z1 bar whole bar is equal to z1 bar plus z2 bar. Same manner, z1 into z2 bar is z1 bar into z2 bar. Same manner, that means conjugate. z1 upon z2 conjugate is equal to z1 conjugate divided by z2 conjugate. Then z1 conjugate conjugate, that is the vector itself. Real part of z1, that is z1 plus z1 bar upon 2, and imaginary part of z1 is z1 minus z1 bar upon 2i. Here we have 2i. And the last and important, z1 into z1 bar, that is x1 square plus y1 square. Right? Now, if you have any complex number z is equal to x plus iy, then it can be represented in a form of x comma y in xy plane, okay, which is called the Argand diagram. The x-axis is called the real axis and y-axis is called the imaginary axis. So xy plane is also known as a complex plane. That means suppose you have any number z is equal to suppose 2 minus 3i. So if you are writing in the form of ordered pair, then x is 2, y is minus 3. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so this point is our 2 comma minus 3. Done? So this is the way you have to draw it. Now, if find z1 plus z2, z1 minus z2, Z1 into Z2 and Z1 upon Z2. For Z1 is equal to this, Z2 is equal to this. So if you are starting with the solution, then Z1 plus Z2, that is 7 plus 2i plus 8 minus I, and that will be a 7 plus 8 plus I into 2 minus 1. See what I have told you, you have to add in real parts and you have to add imaginary parts. 7 plus 8, that will be a 15, and 2 minus 1, that will be a 1. So 1 into I, that will be I. Same manner Z1 minus Z2, that is 7 plus 2i minus 8 minus I, and that will be a 7 minus 8 plus I into 2 minus 1, that will be a 2 plus 1. So minus 1 plus 3i. Same manner Z1 into Z2, that is 7 plus 2i into 8 minus I. But 7, so here you have to use the simple multiplication. 7 into 8, 56, minus 7i, 7 into minus I. Okay? 2i. Same manner, 8 into 2, that is 16i, minus 2i square. But I square is minus 1, so you will get plus 1. So 56 plus 2 plus 16 minus 7 into I, and that will give you 58 plus 9i. And if you have to find out Z1 upon Z2, that is 7 plus 2i divided by 8 minus I, then you have to multiply the denominator with its conjugate. So the conjugate of denominator is going to be a 8 plus I, correct? And if you are going to multiply it, then denominator you get 8 square minus plus 1 square. 7 into 8, 56, plus 7i, plus 16i, plus 2i square. So if you are going to simplify this term, I square is minus 1, so 56 minus 2, that will be a 54, and 7 plus 16, that will be a 23i, divided by 64 plus 1, that is 65. So 54 upon 65 plus 23 upon 65 into I. Okay? And this is the answer. Same manner, here we have find the complex conjugate. So first, if you have any question, then we have to write down, suppose z is equal to 3 plus 5i. Here not I am going to do all of them, I am going to solve 2 or 3. Remaining you have to do it yourself. So what I am going to do here we are going to multiply with a conjugate of denominator, and that will give you directly, in denominator you get 1 square plus 2 square, in numerator you get 3 minus 6i plus 5i minus 10i square, but I square is minus 1, so you will get plus 10, so 10 plus 3 is 13 minus I divided by 1 plus 4, that will be a 5. So the answer is 13 upon 5 minus 1 upon 5 into I. Now this is your original Z. So the complex conjugate Z bar is nothing but 13 upon 5 plus 1 upon 5 into I. Okay? So this one is the answer. Same manner I am going to do now. I am going to solve the equation 5. See here, multiply with the conjugate 2 plus I. Has a conjugate 2 minus I. So denominator whole square. 2 minus I the whole square. And here 2 plus I the whole square. So denominator is going to be same. And you only have to solve the numerator. Same manner here, first multiply the numerator, then multiply with the conjugate of denominator. Same manner here and here. So I am going to do one example, fifth one, 1 upon 2 minus 3i plus 5 minus I upon 6 plus 2i. Correct? So multiplying both with the conjugate. So you will get 2 plus 3i upon 2 square, that is 4, plus 3 square, that is 9. Same manner here multiplying with the conjugate. So 5 minus I into 6 minus 2i divided by 6 square, 36 plus 4. And that will give you 2 plus 3i divided by 13 plus 5 6 is a 30 minus 10i minus 6i minus minus plus 2i square upon 40. And that will give you here 2 plus 3i upon 13 plus 30 minus 2 is 28 minus 69 upon 40. 4 common out and cancel. So that will give you 2 plus 3i upon 13 plus 28. So 4 common out, 7 minus 4i upon 10. And LCM will be 13, 130. So multiplying this with 10, so 20 plus 30i plus 7 into 13, 91 minus 52i. So we are going to simplify these terms. Here I am going to write it now there. So the simplification will be 20 plus 91, that is 111, minus 52 plus 30, that is minus 22i divided by 130. So this is your z. So complex conjugate z bar is 111 plus 22i upon 130. Okay. Now express the following in a form of a plus I. Z1 is this, Z2 is this, then 2Z1 plus 3Z2. Okay. These are again the same examples, simple examples. See, only you have to substitute the value. So I am going to start with any one of them. Okay, so we are going to start with 3Z1, second one. 3Z1 minus 2Z2. That is 3 into Z1, 3 into minus 3 plus 4i. Minus 2 into Z2, 5 minus 3. And that will be minus 9 plus 12i minus 10 plus 6i. So you will have minus 19 plus 89. Okay. Same manner, second example. This is your complex form, a plus ib. Same manner, I am writing the question number 5. 1 upon z1 plus 1 upon z2. So 1 upon minus 3 plus 4i. 1 upon 5 minus 3i. Multiplying both with the conjugate. So minus 3 minus 4i divided by 9 plus 16. Same manner, conjugate 5 plus 3i divided by 25 plus 9. So here you have 19 plus 6, that is 25. So minus 3 minus 4i plus 5 plus 3i upon 34. Okay, so if we are going to take the LCM, then 25 into 34, so it will be a 850. Now here multiply with 34, so 34 into 3, that will be a 102 minus 34 into 4, so it will be a 136 I plus 25 into 5, 125 plus 75I, and that will give you 1 to 0. 125 minus 1 to 0, that is 23, minus 136 plus 75 minus 136, 61 minus 61 upon 850, and this one is your answer. So if you are writing in the form of a plus ib, so 23 upon 850 minus 6 upon 850I, this one is the answer. So, so these are the topics which we have covered in today's session. So if you have any doubt or any query regarding these topics, then please feel free to contact me. Thank you so much.